We all hate that there's no armory in Diablo 4. Yet. So until then, I have a dirty dual spec trick for you. But first, we need to get the right gear. A unique aspect of Diablo 4 gear is that it often comes with bonus skill points. In the server slam, I picked up an amulet for my rogue that gave +1 to all imbuement and +1 to all subterfuge skills. We know that in late game, we'll be able to get at least +10 to all skill points through all the gear options. And with this kind of gear, you're gonna have a lot of skills available, but your skill bar only fits 6 slots. That's where the S button comes in. This is a quick change feature for skills that you can pull up without covering half your screen. It's pretty handy when changing gear to make sure you haven't lost access to certain skills, but it's most useful because you can swap your build around at any point in time. That's right, this can be done even during fights. Any fights. I'm not sure if this is intentional, but I'm hoping they leave it alone because it allows us to have a messy option to utilize more skills. But there are 3 issues with it. First, if you use this method from your gear, you won't have access to the nodes. However, in late game, because gear gives so many extra skill points, using 1 skill point to access those nodes is going to be worth it. The second drawback, if you do this after using a cooldown, that new skill will have the cooldown from the previous skill in that slot. So basically, the cooldown stays with the slot itself, not the skill. Third, you have to know your builds by memory. While testing this on my rogue, I had to have my support build and DPS build really planned out before I started the dungeon. Because you have to change these things really quick and you can put a skill into a slot you're not used to, it can mess up your muscle memory and kind of screw you up for the fight. But if you do that, it's not too hard to change those skill slots around. Like I mentioned, I made a support rogue and it was great. I'll be doing a video on how to speedrun certain dungeons faster than anyone else. If you made it this far, I really appreciate a like and subscribe. It'll help more people find this trick, and if you're not convinced of supports yet, check out this next video on my reasons that support classes will be required in Diablo 4 in-game.